Hi, my name's Cassidy Patterson, and I am currently enrolled in Psychology 809 Performance Management for the Summer 1 session. I am going to go over my prior knowledge and experience with different components of performance management. And I really want this self-assessment to teach me, what I know, what I don't know, and what I could possibly learn within this course. So I'm excited. So let's get started. So the first objective that we were given to go over was knowledge of theory, research, and applications of performance appraisal and performance management. As far as my working knowledge of any sort of theory or research or application, I am somewhat familiar with what is called 360-degree feedback. We use this in the current role that I'm in. Currently, I am in the process of giving my feedback results for my manager. And as soon as it's my turn for my performance appraisal, I know that my colleagues and my manager will also do the same for me. So I am somewhat familiar with the inner workings of that particular application. As far as other theories and research, I know very little about performance management. We briefly discussed this in Introduction to I.O., but not enough to where I am comfortable or confident with any knowledge or ability regarding performance management. The next objective I'm going to go over is the skills to evaluate the empirical findings in the areas of performance appraisal and performance management. So for this particular objective, again, not a lot of previous knowledge. I do have some familiarity with rating scales, and that knowledge came from prior courses within undergrad and also another graduate class. For statistics, we've gone over different types of scales, different types of quantitative methods. I'm not 100% sure about how that is applied to performance appraisals and performance management. But as a whole, I somewhat understand, what those rating scales, could and should look like. The third objective I'm going to be speaking about is knowledge of the implications of empirical findings and trends for research and practice in performance management. So unfortunately, again, I don't have a lot of prior knowledge with this objective, and hopefully by taking this course it will change that, and I'll gain the knowledge to be able to answer this better at a later time. Especially in regard to research and practice in performance management. However, I am somewhat informed about some of the trends that are happening in regard to performance appraisals and performance management, particularly that currently there's some companies and organizations that have said they're starting to move away from that traditional appraisal. They're just not seeing any benefit to the way that, like I said, the traditional appraisal is being approached and being executed. As far as the specifics of why they are moving away, again, that's not something that I'm very knowledgeable about, but hopefully the more I learn in this course, the more I'll be able to understand why that trend is starting to take place. The fourth objective I'm going to be speaking about is knowledge of the ethical, legal, and professional standards in performance appraisal. Again, not a lot of knowledge on any sort of legalities or standards. With performance appraisal, this is something that I am currently really trying hard to learn in my current work situation. I work for a staffing company, so of course we're an outsourced human resource company. So of course, ethical and legal standards are extremely important in my line of work, and I'm slowly starting to learn as I'm gaining more experience. So this is definitely going to be something that's going to help me in my everyday life, especially in my career. Of course, I do understand that these appraisals and this management process help in human resource decision-making processes, such as promotions, pay raises, and even terminations. So I do understand that the ethical and legal implications have a huge deal of importance with performance appraisals because, of course, these companies and organizations and management teams can come under legal scrutiny if these appraisals are not conducted properly. So hopefully in this course I'll get a better understanding of what those legalities look like so I'm able to apply that to my everyday life and my career. Lastly, we have skills to integrate their understanding of topics in performance management and present for an appropriate audience. So because I don't have any prior knowledge of any sort of research or theories or implications of performance management, I also don't have any skills to integrate that knowledge into my performance management. But I'm definitely glad I'm in this class. I'm interested to find out how to apply this new knowledge so I'm able to integrate these new skills into my current career. From this class, I'd really like to get a lot of things out of it, but primarily there are two goals that I really want to focus on for this course. First, I want to understand the best way to handle employee reactions to appraisals. I work with a lot of different employees and a lot of candidates, and one thing that we have to do in my career is we have to provide a lot of feedback and provide coaching to these employees, and I want to make sure that I understand the proper way to do this. So number one, again, the ethical and legal contents is in place, but also I want to make sure that it's coming across in a way where it's going to motivate the employee to actually improve their performance. And for the second goal, I want to understand the correct way to conduct a performance appraisal. Eventually, with my career goals, I want to move up within HR and eventually work in HR management or employee development. So, of course, with employee development or any sort of HR position, performance appraisals are going to play a large part in that role. So I want to make sure that I'm able to conduct that in the proper way. So hopefully with this class, I will learn all of these skills, and I am really excited to get started. Thank you.